This is basically just going to be me reading SBS Volume 41 on Chapter 398, which is page 206 of that volume. Oh man, yeah, it's quite the video, huh? Anyways, the big thing is that devil fruit users aren't weak to water. Water isn't a weakness. I'm being a little pedantic there, but it's not. And on that note, would it really be one of my videos if I didn't start off by arguing against my point? Okay, so, it's not water that they're weak to, it's the sea. What does the sea mean? A lot of people think that means seawater. But no, like I said, it's not water, it's the sea. They are weak to the sea. And so this is how the weakness is actually worse than some people think. It doesn't need to be seawater. As Oda described in that SBS I mentioned, the sea is any body of water. It doesn't need to be standing water. Any body of water. Could be rivers, that's not standing water. Could be a bath, that is standing water. But it's any body of water. Splashes, that's not a body of water. Rain, not a body of water. Okay? They're not weak to water, they're weak to the sea. And the sea counts as all these different things, just a body of water. Pond, lake, puddle. Think the ocean, a pond, a lake, a puddle. Leo jumps into a toilet bowl. It's the sea. It's all the sea in the grand scheme of things. It's not water. The sea is made up of water, but it's not water that they're weak to. Pedantic. And so a lot of people, especially people trying to do power scaling against One Piece characters, will say, oh, just splash them with some water. No, it's got to be a body of water. And it's not like they touch the body of water and their powers just go bye-bye. Okay? The sea doesn't just paralyze you or take away your devil fruit ability. It just weakens you. Saps your strength. And the amount that it saps your strength depends on how much you're touching. I don't mean like you touch a large body of water and you're done. It's the amount that you're submerged. Stick your foot in, you're fine. Gets up to your grundle region. You're starting to feel it. It gets above your waist. That's when you're really getting affected. Like, look at Luffy and Boa. Two devil fruit users, absolutely fine in this pool of water. And yes, that does count as the sea. That SBS question was specifically about how devil fruit users, Crocodile in particular, clean themselves. And I quote, with less than half the body or just the limbs, it gets easier. Also, rain and dripping water have no effect at all. Therefore, hip baths or showers are the most common choice. Not so bad, okay? On that note, as far as we can tell, that's all it does. It just weakens the user. It doesn't take away their devil fruit ability. And that's one difference between it and Kairoseki. Kairoseki also negates the fruit's ability. Maybe it was originally created by an awakened user of the Yami Yami no Mi. But the sea only weakens the user without doing anything to the devil fruit ability. You might point back to that same SBS question. When these people enter the water, not only can they not use their powers, they have trouble moving their bodies at all. He said they cannot use their powers. He did not say that their power goes away. If he did, I would have some concerns because it's been shown several times that the power still functions. Luffy was still stretchy. If it's an active ability, you can just be too weak to use it. Some people say that the inability to use the fruit confirms that Bonnie is a child. The negation of her fruit made her revert to her original form, and fruits that make your body something else are different because mental gymnastics, I guess. But what about Brook? His original form is dead guy. Chopper, what about Chopper? His original form is not little chibi Chopper. No, it's reindeer. Only the sea affects devil fruit users. And all it does is weakens them an amount related to how much they are submerged. It really isn't that bad of a weakness. Although being on a planet that's almost entirely ocean makes it a little less favorable, but it's still not as bad as people really seem to think. Still pretty bad, but not as bad. Not that bad.